Buckle up for this crazy ride of hunting white-tailed deer from the ground with a bow as I kill my biggest bow buck ever. In my previous videos, we scouted the deer, spot and stalk, and I had an opportunity at a giant 10-pointer, but unfortunately that situation did not work out, and this carries on from that point. Well, if you're wondering if I saw any deer tonight, the answer to that would be no. Sat out in the snow. I counted 32 cows across the river, though, on someone else's property. 32! No deer. 32 cows. And I'd look over every time they made more noise. But one by one, they just kept coming. For obvious reasons, they wouldn't leave the thick cover, but we knew that we just couldn't go onto the private land. While Seth filmed these beautiful owls, I actually started a rattling sequence, and this buck came in 2 minutes after I rattled. As Seth pulled up the camera, the buck came within range, but I passed him due to the age of the buck. In awe, Seth looks at me, shocked that I wasn't shooting. Holy shiz. Oh my gosh. That's a giant. Yeah. I started calling and the buck looked at us, but he was so focused on the doe, but then he pushed her towards us, but then something spooked them, probably the fact that the kid I was with was eating beef jerky. Thing integral and important to know is that when there's a full moon, if it's foggy and cloudy the night of the full moon, the next day in the morning around 11 in midday, the rut activity will be insane. It's also important to note, since I was hunting this private field and could only hunt the field, the deer were more likely to come out and the bucks when there was fog and protection visually. Shoot her, shoot her. It's the target buck. It's the target buck. At this point, everyone was telling me to just shoot a buck because I kept passing them. So I snort wheezed and he came directly to us. I've never seen anything like it. He ran directly to us, but there were some branches in the way, and when I shot, my arrow deflected. Unfortunately, Seth's SD card was full, so he didn't get it on film, but it was one of the coolest experiences that I've called in a buck. Well, it's 8 o'clock. I had 3 does come in at 7 yards. Didn't want to shoot one. It was a baby and two babies and a mama. But then right behind me, across this fence at like 25, 30 yards, I had a buck and possibly another one go right there. One was like a 6 or an 8 pointer. He was a tiny basket rack, but he was a good sized body, so I was gonna shoot him. Because I've passed like 1,000,000 of them. And I'm like, it's getting towards the end of the season. So the does run past or walk past me. I hear him behind me, so I turn. And then like 2 minutes after that, I had a buck run across the entire field at me. But he was a spike, so I didn't shoot him. So I'll let you know if anything else happens. You dead, man.
You dead? Yeah, man.
I'm not quite sure what that means. Or that. I mean, there's blood, but there's not much of it. Like, what is that? There's some more of it. Huh. Not much blood, but then he jumped the fence, so I had to call the neighbor to be able to retrieve the deer. More blood. So we got blood there, blood there. Turn here. There's blood there. Blood, blood, blood. No way. Oh my gosh. Make sure he's dead. He's not a huge buck, but I could not be happier. There's a freaking trail camera right there. Insane. The neighbor was kind enough to give me the photos of the trail camera when the deer passed away.
Okay, go.
Okay guys, this isn't a giant buck, but I'm super grateful. It's got super cool brow tines. I have Chase and Brandon here. Chase is literally the only reason why I was able to get this deer. Like, without this bow, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So, thank you to him. He's got the truck here to be able to put it in. So, I don't know, I'm just really grateful for friends and family that let me be able to do this. Seth knows how many times I've come out and either passed deer or screwed up and missed deer this year. So I'm super grateful. And now we get to eat some dinner tonight. So that's gonna be nice, get some back straps out of it, and tenderloins, but super excited. He's a big bodied neck, but he's all rutted out for sure, but super excited. Thanks for watching.
Don't stab me in the leg.
Yee, brother. Wrap it once around. Like, yeah. There you go.
That's that deer now. You want me to haul him for you? Attaboy, get your exercise.
Big buck down. Not really big buck, but.
Look, and then he's making Chase drag it
Hey,
across
cut,
the field.
cut.